Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. This is Toy-Nutz. Today I'm going to be doing a flashback review of the 1995 G.I. Joe Sergeant Savage Dynamite figure. This guy has been widely panned by the G.I. Joe community because it replaced the original O-rings. Today I'm going to be taking a look at him and I'll give you my opinions on him. Back of the packaging and the front of the packaging, all new complete design. They have the little bullet holes on the sides. Little background info on the history for Sergeant Savage and his Screaming Eagles. The big selling point for me on these guys was always the Joe Kubert styled artwork. You can obviously tell they were playing off the Sergeant Rock from DC Comics. But yeah, I really like these guys. Even back then, I knew what they were doing, replacing Joe, but I don't think they deserve the hate that they get right now online. The little mini comic showing something special for each of the characters. It's not a very big line, so it's pretty easy to grab and to collect nowadays, except for the vehicles. As you can see, they have the airplane. There's also a tank, and those two are really the hardest things to find. Yeah, they have Sergeant Savage, you have Dynamite, D-Day, then the villains, General Blitz, and the Iron Stormtrooper were just part of the first wave there. Then they have like the little instruction card showing the accessories and how to use the rocket launcher. Again, the little mini comic with a mini adventure for Dynamite. And then they gave him a little file card. Like I said, I love the back of the packaging. I love the front of the packaging here. That Joe Kubert artwork just pops. As you can see, the figure, they got him in an action pose. I do like it. I like what they were trying for. The little bullet holes on the side's a little funny. You can tell that they're really pushing more Sergeant Savage than G.I. Joe, but it's still there. And then, all the accessories that you see that it comes with are easily laid out. And then you just, he's just fun to take open. Comes right out of the case. Easy to get to. And again, you can see all of his accessories and gear. He just slides right out. Nothing was really holding him in. No rubber bands or twist ties. They are different articulation. They lost the O-ring. And so the waist, but it does swivel at the waist side to side. Arm articulation and leg and hips are exactly the same. It was a cost-cutting measure. And of course, they made them at like a larger scale, about a 5-inch as opposed to the 3 3/4. Great detailing and sculpting on the face. They did a really excellent job on that. Some pretty good detail onto the bandolier and the shirt pockets and everything. Sidearm on the pockets. Balance and everything is really good on them, but typical G.I. Joe, they're good at that. Accessory wise, he has the Browning machine gun. Good little tip for that is if you're making a custom for the Eskimo Quinn from the G.I. Joe comics, that's pretty much the machine gun that he carries around. It is scaled properly for those guys too. It's a little large, but they can hold it easily. That's the other great thing with these guys. On the Sergeant Savage line, the hands are a little more pliable, so they don't really have to worry about breaking the thumbs. The machine gun does come with a tripod that's in 2 pieces. Snap the front leg on, and then you plug in the machine gun, and it holds pretty steady. Also comes with a pistol, which is actually the recoloring of the original Shockwave pistol. This time it's in green. Comes with a standard Joe knife. And he has a World War II style ammo can, which is a fun little accessory. And then finally, a nice helmet. The helmet fits on his head decently. Pretty much interchangeable, but they're sculpted and it stays on really well. And then of course he comes with his little spring-loaded rocket launcher. Plugs in, has a pretty good firing function. And again, he holds it pretty well. He can balance while holding it. Rocket features were their big selling point at this time. With the battle core and everything, they started adding them. The line gets a lot of crap, like I said. I don't think it's deserved. They're really good figures. Yeah, they don't fit in with the standard Joes, either modern 25th Pursuit of Cobra style or the vintage O-rings. They're their own beast, but that's just typical of Hasbro. And here's a comparison on their size difference. Yeah, there's that I know at the time they were trying to compete with the Toy Biz, X-Men Marvel line, and the Turtles and the Power Rangers from Bandai, which were a little bit taller. But yeah, if these guys were scaled down and they could fit in with either the 25th or the Odin rings, these guys would be awesome. As it is, and the proportions are a little wonky. That V chest, the wide shoulders and everything. The arms are a little bit longer and the legs, but the really skinny waist area just really kind of throws that off. Something I did notice is that the heads are properly scaled for the 3 3/4 line on the O-rings in 25th. So if you got it and you want to good customize, you can cut the heads off, or if you want to mold them, I guess, and do some casting, you could really use the heads that way. But nothing else body-wise can really be used. The arms are too long, the legs, and that torso is just, like I said. But the heads could be used for customs. Missed opportunity in a way. I mean, if these were standard O-ring or even the 25th scale, and I think these figures would be really popular still today. But as they are now, I mean, you can buy carded for about $15 to $20. You could, except for the vehicles, like I said, those are pretty crazily priced at the moment still. The fighter jet goes for about 120 to 170. The tank goes for about 80 to 100. And they have a Jeep, which is about 50 to 60. Just here he is with all of his gear. Like I said, just a really fun figure. It's a fun line to if you're looking for something new to pick up. All right, this is Toy-Nutz checking out. Please give a like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and leave a comment below if you like Sergeant Savage or your opinions on it. And until next time, Excelsior!